In June-July 2024, the Yangtze River Basin faced serious flooding due to prolonged heavy rainfall. The situation worsened on July 5 when there was a dam breach at Dongtinghu Lake in Hunan Province. The first signs of trouble appeared around 4 p.m. when a crack was discovered in the main dam of Dongtinghu Lake. Despite emergency repair attempts, a 10-meter-wide breach had formed by 1748. The gap widened to 100 meters by 21 o'clock and 150 meters by 22 o'clock. The authorities took urgent measures to repair the breach. Sand trucks, dredgers, and boats arrived at the site. However, attempts to fill the breach with loose sand proved ineffective and drew criticism from the public. Many believe that the unprofessional approach of the authorities led to further destruction of the dam. The situation was exacerbated by the authorities' propaganda actions. Red banners were placed on trucks and party flags were placed at the site of the accident. This caused indignation of local residents and a wave of criticism on the internet. The authorities responded by blocking the accounts broadcasting the events. Analysis of the situation shows that initially the breach could have been localized. However, the necessary materials, stones, steel structures, or even sandbags, were not available on site. Experts note that the only effective way to deal with such a large-scale flood is to use steel cages filled with boulders. Attempts to fill the breach with loose sand were doomed to failure. This shows the unpreparedness of local authorities for emergencies. Questions arise about the regularity of cleaning the riverbed and other preventive measures. Some online users speculate that the breach may have been deliberate to protect Wuhan from flooding. Several villages were flooded after the dam burst and all roads in Huangzhou County were closed. By 9 p.m. on July 5, about 5,000 people from 6 villages and 1 neighborhood had been evacuated. Videos show residents evacuating with their families at night. The extent of the flooding remains uncertain. There are fears that the water could breach a second line of defense, leading to the inundation of a much larger area. Some experts speculate that tens of thousands of residents downstream could face serious flooding. Authorities have imposed strict controls on information. All civil servants in Hanzhong County are banned from talking to the media and publishing information. Official reports have become the only source of information. As of the morning of July 6, rescue work at the breach site continued throughout the night. The Water Department has stated that forcibly plugging the breach is extremely difficult. The current plan is to wait for water levels to equalize on both sides of the dam before attempting to close the breach. The priority is to reinforce the second line of defense, a separation levee about 2 kilometers from the breach site. The flooding at Dongtinghu Lake is caused by a combination of several factors. First, prolonged heavy rains resulted in a significant increase in water inflow. From June 16 to July 4, about 55 billion cubic meters of water flowed into the lake, raising the water level by nearly 8 meters. Second, the release of water from the Three Gorges Dam exacerbated the situation. Despite claims that the release was reduced to relieve pressure on the lower reaches of the Yangtze, it actually worsened the flooding. Third, the water absorption capacity of Dongtinghu Lake has been reduced due to years of operation of the Three Gorges Dam. The practice of lowering the water level in the reservoir before the rainy season has led to the early drying up of Dongting and Dongtinghu lakes. Human activities such as agriculture and aquaculture have altered the lake bed, reducing its capacity to store water. The situation raises serious safety concerns for other downstream cities, especially Wuhan. The city's low location makes it vulnerable to flooding. Without the levees, much of the urban area would be flooded during the rainy season. Once Wuhan is impacted, downstream areas, including Zhejiang Province and Dongtinghu Lake, are expected to face even more serious flooding problems. Already, water levels in the Shishui River have exceeded that historic high of 1993. Experts note that improper water management is the main cause of such disasters. Despite the availability of modern technologies and forecasting systems, errors in estimating flood peaks and flow rates lead to serious consequences. In conclusion, for thousands of years, the Yangtze River was not prone to catastrophic floods due to natural lakes that regulated water resources. However, since the Three Gorges project began operation in 2006, the frequency of floods and droughts in the Yangtze Basin has increased, prompting criticism of the project. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Take care of yourself and your loved ones.